Okay, let's talk a little bit about some advice for beginners runners. The first thing that I always say is the number one thing is always safety. You always want to run safe, run facing the traffic, run with a group if possible. The second thing that I say is leave your ego at home or leave it in the car. And what I mean by that is if you're going to do any endurance event, any kind of distance, you need to do it aerobically rather than anaerobically. And remember, it's training, it's not a race. Oftentimes I see people get their ego involved and they end up racing doing training, and that is really not the time to race. There's a time for speed, but not necessarily for a beginning runner. What we try to encourage beginning runners to do is to enjoy the training, and the goal is to finish the event. And so whatever your finishing time, it's a PR. And if the slower your finishing time, the more chances that you'll have of doing the PR the next time that you do the event. So we really try to encourage people to kind of take it slow, run aerobically as opposed to anaerobically. Some of my other, if you're a beginner, sooner or later, so many runners out there, people are going to be trying to give you all kind of advice. I think it's important that you find somebody that you feel like that you can listen to that has some experience. Reading a book is certainly fine, but that's one person's experience in terms of the way that they train. So what I would encourage you to do is find a variety of experiences and the one that fits you. Training, what you're doing is you're preparing yourself for the race, and what works for you may not work for someone else. I think flexibility is very, very important. Certainly any training plan that you have certainly is not written in stone. It should be very flexible. And the last thing that I'd like to say is, again, just have a really good time, and I think staying motivated and certainly rest plays a very large part in any improvement that you want to try to make. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.